Hello, my awesome seventh graders. This week we're talking about probability. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit in more detail than what the curriculum was showing you. I didn't really like the lessons on probability, so I've come up with a few of my own. So let me share this screen with you for just a second. All right, so we talked last week a little bit about theoretical probability. So I think most of you understand how to find the theoretical probability of an event. We're just going to go through these. Oops. It's not what I wanted to do. All right, so what is theoretical probability? Well, this is used to find the probability of an outcome when all the outcomes are equally likely. So just like last week, we talked about the denominator is the total number of equally likely outcomes. Like if you roll a number cube with 6 sides, the denominator would be a 6. And then the number of ways that an event could occur. For example, if I wanted to get a 1 on a number cube, the theoretical probability would be 1 out of 6. So every 6 times I do that experiment, I would expect to get a 1 time. For example, here we have a number, or a spinner. That's not a number cube, that's a spinner. So our denominator would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if I want to know the probability of getting a red section, my probability would be 2 out of 6, right? Or 1/3, 1/3. Oh, that's exactly what I just said. All right, so what is the probability of spinning a blue? Well, the same thing. It would be 2 out of 6. 2 out of 6, right? Which is equal to 1 out of 3. All right, what about a yellow or green? Well, there's still 6 different sections. How many are yellow or green? Well, there are 2 sections that are green or yellow, which is still equal to 1/3. So every time I do that experiment 3 times, I would expect to get green or yellow 1 time. What's the probability of getting a section that's not red? Well, there's still 6 sections. And how many of those sections are not red? Well, there's 4. 4 sections are not red. I can divide both numbers by 2, and I get 2 out of 3. What about black? Well, how many sections are black? Let me erase this. How many sections are black? 0. So guess what the probability of getting a black section would be? 0%, or 0 out of 6, which is equal to 0. It's impossible. There's no way to get a black section because there isn't one. All right, find the probability. Write your answer as a fraction, as a decimal, and as a percent. Andy has 20 marbles in a bag. Of these, 9 are clear and 11 are blue. Find the probability of drawing a clear marble from the bag. Well, we know that there are 20 marbles in the bag. And how many of them are clear? Well, of course, 9. 9. Ooh, I don't know what happened there, but 9 out of 20. Oh, my pen's going crazy. All right, let's see if they got the same answer we did. Yep. Oh, as a decimal and a percent, I forgot about that, I'm sorry. Well, I know I can make 20 a 100 by multiplying by 5. So if I multiply 9 by 5, I get 45, so 45%. All right, the probability, I have 45% chance every time I do that experiment of getting a clear marble. All right, find the probability of drawing a blue marble from the bag. Well, I forgot how many blue marbles were in the bag. So apparently 11, so 11 out of 20. So we'd have a greater chance of getting a blue marble than a clear one. Yep, that's right. All right, now we have a jar of marbles. There are 20 of them in there. Find the probability of drawing a green marble from the bag. Well, if there's 10 out of 20, that means that there is a 50% chance of getting a green marble out of the bag. 1 to 2 or 50%. Good. All right, what about the probability of rolling a number more than 4? Well, on a fair number cube, that means each number has one digit 1 through 6. So what about more than 4? How many numbers on a number cube is more than 4? Well, 4 isn't more than 4, but 5 and 6 are, right? So 2 out of 6 or 1 out of 3. Because 2 numbers out of 6 are more than 4, right? Let me get rid of all this. All right, 2 out of 6, 1/3, which is 33.3%. There are 13 boys and 10 girls on the track team. The name of each of the team members is written on an index card. A card is drawn at random to choose a student to run a sprint, and the card is replaced back in the stack. So the probability of getting a boy's name, since there are 13 boys and there's 23 students, it's going to be 13 out of 23. Find the probabilities. Write your answer as a fraction, as a decimal to the nearest hundredths, and as a percent to the nearest whole percent. You have 11 cards, each of one of the letters from the word mathematics. Find the probability of drawing an M. Well, there's 11 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And how many M's do we see? How many M's do we see? Well, I see 1, 2. 2 out of 11. What about vowels? A, E, I, O, U, A, E, and I. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 11. And if it's not a vowel, it's a consonant, right? So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 consonants out of 11. Oh, it did it for us. 36%. And finally, 64%. Oh, that was not supposed to be on there. All right, so you guys, like I said, you guys are already familiar with theoretical probability, so that section is easy. So today you're going to look at a puzzle. The name of the joke, it's really a joke. The question is, why did the king's birthday celebration last so long? So when you guys follow the directions on this paper, it says you're going to find the answers in the code key. Notice the letter written under it. Write the letter in the box containing the exercise number. So let's look at number 1 and then circle number 1. Find the probability of the spin if you spin the spinner once. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, and how many are red? 1. So the answer is 1 out of 5. So find 1 out of 5 at the code key. Well, what letter is underneath it? It's a T. So go down to the bottom, find all the number 1s, and write a T in that box, and that's how you figure that out. When you're done, you're going to type the punchline of the joke in the text entry box on this page, and you're going to send that to me, and that's how you get your grade for today. All right, guys? All right, if you need me, you know how to get in touch with me. Have a good day.